I'm going to be making a wax burner today. I've recently started making my own wax melts, and this is vanilla. So I thought I'd make a burner to try out my wax melts instead of using a one from a shop. So I've got this mould from Temu, and these don't come with it, I don't think. I think you can buy that and that. Was it? Yeah, I think you might be able to buy the mould with one, and then you can buy these again separately. So that's the little tray that will go on the top. I'm going to be using EcoPore today, which is a casting powder from Just For You Online UK, and you just add water. Simples. It's mixed with 100 grams of powder to 30 grams of water. So I've got, it's quite a lumpy, as in big, it's a chunky I should have said, not lumpy, a chunky mould. So I've got 500 grams of the EcoPore in there, and I've got 150 grams of water. So we're going to start by adding the powder to the water. I always find it easier to add the powder to the water. I find it, well, EcoPore tends to mix in really well whichever way you do it, to be honest, but I think I've just got into the habit of doing it this way. So that's what I stick to doing. So I'm just going to give this a good mix in. And I actually saw the lovely Wendy from Wendy's Creations using this mould the other week, and I actually had it in my basket on Temu, and I've been umming and ahhing about this mould, I don't know why, for quite some while. So it was stuck in my basket for ages, and then after seeing her do it, I thought, ooh, let's go to check out. So now I've got this mould, so let's get this all mixed in. Make sure mix all around the sides. Make sure you haven't got any lumps in there. And the nice thing about the EcoPore, it's a lovely crisp white colour. So that's that all mixed up, and I'm going to be adding some pigment from Homeware Designs. I've got Blue Lagoon and Duck Egg, and as this one's for me, and you know, if you've watched my channel from, you know, quite a few videos, that I do love my blues, and my living room's blue and my kitchen's blue. So I think, yeah, my bedroom is actually blue as well, to be honest. Surprise, surprise. So I'm going to do a marble effect with this. So I'm just going to add 2 little drops of the Blue Lagoon. And then I'm going to add 2 drops of the Duck Egg. And then I'm just going to give that a little swirl around. And then we're just going to pour this. So let's slowly pour this in. Probably could have done with a bit more of the, oh, I'm not sure which colour it is. Not sure actually. I don't know if that's the Duck Egg or the Blue Lagoon that's coming out the most there. And I'm just going to give it a slight little tap. I found with the EcoPore that you don't really need to bash the living daylights out of it like some EcoPores. Not EcoPores, some eco casting powder I mean. So that's that all done. I'm not sure how, I think that would be enough actually. I don't know if you have to dame it, but that would be enough. Right, I've got a little bit left there. Have I got enough for this little teddy? Let's see if we've got enough for him. Yes, should have. Little teddy bear. Right, that's that done. I don't know if I've got enough left in there for the lion. Probably not. Oh, might just be enough. Look at that, perfect. So we've got a couple of little extras there. Might as well just use that last little bit up in there. Save waste in it. Right, so just going to leave that to cure now, and then I'll see you in about 45 minutes for demould. This is all cured up now, so before I demould that, I'll quickly show you the other bits that I poured. So there's the little teddy bear. It's a shame he's only got the marbling that's like really heavily on the top, but yeah. And it's hard to, because it's got all these little diamond shapes in it, it's hard to put a face on him, so I think I'll just leave him as he is. So that's the teddy bear. And there's the little lion. He's sweet as always. Gorgeous little lion. Right, so let's get this out now. Get this out of here. See if I can work my way around. Otherwise I might have to use my belly. Let's see if we can get this out of here. Roll it up. See if we can. It might be a bit awkward getting that bit out there. Let's get this back bit off first. Be careful on these corners. Flop that in the middle and flop that over the middle. And then, oh, that wasn't so bad. Pop that back in the right way. You don't want to leave your moulds in the wrong way too long, otherwise, see how it's like creased like that? If you leave it too long, then those marks are going to stay there. So let's have a look. Oh, it's quite nice. Like that. Lovely. Right, okay. Does the bottom need a bit of a sand? It does need a little bit of a sand there. So let's just use a nail file, and you can just go round the edges with a nail file. Get any rough bits off. And it's so easy to sand Eco Pour. It really is easy. So that's lovely and smooth now. So I think this needs a wax. So first of all, I'll just show you how it looks. So that's the little top bit. So that will sit on there like that. So let's get this waxed, and then that'll bring out the colour a bit better. So I'm going to use Clark's Stone and Concrete Wax, and this is all natural and protects surface, and it is food safe. Yes, food grade stone and concrete wax. So not that we're going to be putting food in it, but it's a good wax to have in your cupboard. Right, so I'm just going to polish this up with some wax, and that'll bring the colour out a bit more. Sorry if it's harder to see. I've actually got a lovely sunny day here in Devon today. It's beautiful weather. So I'm just going to give this a good wax all over. And I'm also going to do inside, because it's going to have a candle lit in there, so we want to protect the inside as well. So I'm going to give that a good coating inside, and when this is dry I'll probably give it another 2 coats as well, just to be on the safe side. But you don't need to see me doing this 3 times. And then you can just buff it off with another dry cloth, and then repeat. So that's our little wax burner. So then that goes on top of there, and then you take your wax melts. Let's get one little cube out, pop that in there, and then pop a little tea light in there, and you've got a lovely wax burner. So thank you ever so much for watching my video today, and stay tuned for the pictures at the end, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.